Buddha.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody's Tuesday going? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you're all having a good week. Hopefully you're all having a good day so far. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I know I was going to go live at 5 o'clock, but there was some breaking news just a few minutes ago, broke by Jeff Passan. And it is official, folks. Outfielder first baseman Cody Bellinger has been traded from the Chicago Cubs to the New York Yankees. Sources tell ESPN, Jeff Passan says. And Bellinger, 29-year-old, is a former MVP and has 2 years remaining on his contract with an opt-out after 2025. Yankees continue to be aggressive post Juan Soto. The full trade, per ESPN sources, Cody Bellinger and cash go to the New York Yankees for right-handed reliever Cody Poteet, who is traded to the Chicago Cubs. Folks in the chat, what is going on? Let me know what you all are thinking about this trade. How do you all feel about this trade? The Yankees have been very aggressive in this offseason. Ever since Soto got signed with the New York Mets, they have not been joking around. They have not been playing around. So yeah, good move. I would say it's a good move for the Yankees. They got their guy. I don't know if they plan on playing him at first base or if they plan on playing him in the outfield. But the Yankees needed a bat. They got their bat. So the Yankees have been very active in the trade market, right? They got Devin Williams on Friday. They just traded for Cody Bellinger now. Let's see what other moves are going to happen. Let's see what other moves are going to go down. So we knew there was a lot of speculation about Cody Bellinger and the New York Yankees being close on a deal. There was definitely a lot of stalling going on. So we didn't know, we didn't know where the talks were, but here we are, folks. Cody Bellinger, officially a New York Yankee. He's been traded to the New York Yankees. So, again, a good move by the Yankees. And looks like the Yankees are also getting some cash from the Chicago Cubs. I don't know. We don't know what that cash is. Maybe they'll update that. But, another solid move by the Yankees. So, ever since losing Juan Soto, they have been very aggressive, and they are not playing around. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. Looks like I got a few people in the chat. We got Jack in the chat. We got Ken in the building. We got Jonathan in the building. We got Dev Finch, Daniel Berry. What's up? Shia, the Ace Avenue is in the building. Make sure you all subscribe to the Ace Avenue. What is going on? Who else we got? We got Nithin Ramachandra in the building. What up, Nithin? How's it going? But folks in the chat, let me know how you all are feeling about this trade with the Yankees and the Cubs. Was it something that you all wanted, or did you all have another player in mind? But let me know what you all are thinking in the chat. But I'm happy with the trade. The Yankees, they needed a lefty bat in Cody Bellinger. I think he's going to be perfect for Yankee Stadium. If they do put him in the outfield, I do hope. I would assume he's probably going to play left field, and if Jason Dominguez is going to be the starting outfielder, he'll be taking over center. Aaron Judge playing right field. Right now, the intention obviously is to play Judge in right field, and then they could have Bellinger play center field and have Dominguez play left. Although I prefer Dominguez in center field and put Cody Bellinger in left field, but we'll see. But Cody Bellinger, solid bat. He's a good defender. He could also play first base, so he does give you some different options. So I'm glad that the Yankees were able to pull off that trade with the Cubs. So congratulations to the New York Yankees. And Dev, they traded away Cody Poteet to the Chicago Cubs for that trade. So Cody Poteet is heading back, or not heading back, but he's headed to the Chicago Cubs, and the Yankees are getting Cody Bellinger and some cash. So it was a good trade, another solid trade, and the Yankees, if you ask me, they're not done yet. They're not done yet. So there's more moves that are going to happen. So stay tuned, folks. They're definitely not done. And Max Fried is officially a New York Yankee. So congratulations officially to Max Fried, who signed last week with the New York Yankees on a $218 million 7-year deal, I believe is what it was. So he's officially a New York Yankee. Devin Williams was interviewed earlier today. As far as him being traded to the New York Yankees, it sounds like, from the sounds of it, it sounds like he's really happy to be with the Yankees. He thought he was getting traded to the Dodgers. The Dodgers were in on him, and he thought he was going to the Dodgers. Then when he got the phone call, he said he was at the gym working out. He got the phone call saying that he was being traded to the Yankees. It definitely not what he expected. Definitely not what us fans expected. I don't know about you all, but I definitely was not expecting Devin Williams in a trade. But here we are, though, folks. Devin Williams is with the Yankees, and you also have now you got Cody Bellinger, you got Max Fried. What's going to be the next move for the Yankees? What's next? I know they were engaging with other first basemen, but I know the first basemen that are available in free agency are not exactly what the Yankees are looking for in terms of how many years and how much money they want to spend on these guys. Because at the end of the day, these free agents, they are demanding some years and demanding a little bit or some more money, and it's the market. It's the market. So let's see what the Yankees do. And in terms of free agents, they could look at other players too that aren't free agents. They could work with other teams in terms of trading. So, there's also, myself and Mazza from Ford Train Express, we've been talking quite a bit. We've been chatting quite a bit about other options for the Yankees. And, a couple of those players are guys like, Yandy Diaz, who the Yankees could trade for, and he could take over first base, right? Or you have, and they could also get Brandon Lau, their second baseman. You could get those two guys, and potentially send them some starting, maybe one of the starting pitchers that the Yankees have, along with some prospects, right? That could very well be an option for the Yankees could do. There was also some talks happening yesterday. Apparently, the Yankees were interested in Josh Naylor, first baseman of the Cleveland Guardians, that he could be a potential option as well. Josh Naylor has a bat. I mean, he could swing the barrel, right? He's got a good bat. He'd be an upgrade in the lineup, along with Cody Bellinger. But the Yankees could go a bunch of different ways with this. So let's see what else they do. Let's see what else they do. The work is still not done yet, right? They still have other holes to fill. Again, does Cody Bellinger take over outfield or first base? I would assume outfield. I would hope the outfield. He's better for the outfield. So you would have him, Dominguez, Judge. First base, the Yankees still need to figure out. So I don't know if the Yankees are going to go the free agent route, or are they going to explore another trade with one of the other teams? We'll just have to wait and see. But I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind a Yandy Diaz. I know the Yankees were interested in him at the deadline. They could revisit that. All right. So, let's see what happens. And I got a few other folks in the chat. I got the Back It Up Binge podcast. Thanks for reaching out to me earlier, man. I do greatly appreciate it. So I can't wait till you and I collab. And he says, Yanks getting Bellinger, game changer, now number one pick for the AL East, so long as they stay healthy. Congrats all. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, you all got that Japanese pitcher yesterday on a one-year deal. So, talk to us, man. I would assume Bellinger probably, or not Bellinger, but Corbin Burns probably not going back to the Orioles. I know there's been a lot of buzz about Corbin Burns and the New York Giants, San Francisco Giants, and Corbin Burns and the Toronto Blue Jays. So, Corbin Burns is still out there, right? There's a lot of big names that are still out there. Corbin Burns being one of them. So, what up, Yankee Kyle? How's it going? Good afternoon to you. Nah, you're good, man. You're good. And thanks for posting the link for the Ace Avenue. Make sure you all subscribe to the Ace Avenue. I would appreciate it. And I know he would definitely appreciate it. So, does a great job on his channel with Yankee content and movie content for those of you that are into movies. So Burns going home to San Francisco. You're a Mets fan now? Oh man, you're jumping ship, huh? All right, man. I see you. That's cool. But again, you never know when the Yankees are going to strike, right? I know a lot of fans they want to know where, what the Yankees are going to do. Who are they going to sign? Who are they going after? Why isn't Cashman saying anything? Why isn't, Hal Steinbrenner saying anything? But this is the way they operate. This is the way the Yankees operate. They're not going to come out and say that, this is what our next move is going to be. There's going to be reports of them having interest in other players, but you just never know when they're going to strike. And so far, they've kept true to their word. They have been staying active in the trade market. So, or just in the off season, should I say? But they've been very active. Yeah, but they have been very active in the trade market. So, and I don't think they're done. Their job is not done. They still need to figure out first base, second base. They need to figure out, the bullpen too. They definitely need to beef up the bullpen. So that is a must. So let's see what happens. Bob Nightingale said center field for Bellinger. Okay, cool. So that means if he's going to play center, then Dominguez, assuming he's starting, right? He's going to be your left fielder. Okay, so it's going to be Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge. Either way, I think that'll be a solid outfield as long as, Dominguez, assuming he's the starting left fielder, he gets his reps and he practices in the offseason and gets his reps in left field and he does well. I'll be happy with it. But if in a perfect world, this is a solid outfield. This is a solid outfield. And Joe, what's going on, man? Absolutely, I like it. Absolutely, I like it. I do like this trade. I know the Yankees have had interest in Bellinger in quite some time, but I know there was when he was a free agent, the Yankees were looking to sign him, but just didn't exactly work out because of I'm sure the contract and the terms. But this time, here we are. Here we are. The Yankees get some cash. They get Cody Bellinger. So it worked out for both sides, and I'm glad it did. Pitcher Colton Brewer to a minor league contract source said Brewer was with the Cubs last season. Interesting. Okay. All right. Brian Looper saying grab Bregman and call it an off season. Let's go win 100 games. Yeah, a lot of it's funny. Bregman, the whole Alex Bregman thing. There's a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to Alex Bregman. I'm not for Alex Bregman because of the money that he's looking for. He's looking for $200 million. I'm not really sure that I want to give that up to him. but that's just me. Listen, if the Yankees ended up getting Bregman, so be it. If he's going to make the team better, so be it. If it means him playing third base, it does solidify the infield. Fine, sign me up. You know what I mean? So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Mets were even on Alex Bregman, but we'll see what happens. Walker, yeah, Christian Walker. So the problem with Christian Walker, Brian, is that there's a lot of he's looking for 4 years. That's what I've been reading. He's looking for 4 years. The Yankees were looking to give him 3 years. And I don't know what the money is that he's looking for, but I'm comfortable giving him 3 years. Maybe, you could say 3 years, fourth year as an option. I don't want to give him 4 years. Like if I'm the Yankees, I don't blame. I wouldn't give him 4 years, and I wouldn't blame the Yankees for that. I mean, they're still staying active in the first base market. Apparently, there is some interest with the Yankees and Paul Goldschmidt, right? Santana was also another name that's been brought up many times. Do the Yankees go after one of these guys? I don't know. I mean, they could go after. They could sign Goldschmidt or Santana to like a 1-year deal. They don't have to sign them to like long term, but they could sign them to a 1-year deal, and then perhaps going into next offseason after the 2025 season's over, they could look into maybe signing Murakami. Another name that the Yankees have been linked to and are going to try and sign, if they're able to, is going to be Roki Sasaki, right? If they sign Roki Sasaki, you better believe that somebody else in that rotation is getting traded, whether it's Marcus Stroman. You might see Clark Schmidt get traded, but we'll see what happens. And what's up, Raziel? He says, smash that like. That's right, man. Smash that like. Acevedo, I hope Dominguez doesn't get dealt, but everything is on the table. That's from what the Yankees are saying. Everything is on the table, so it's not like the Yankees are limiting their options. They're putting everything on the table. I'm telling you, I've been saying this ever since Soto signed with the Mets. This lit a fire under Hal. This lit a fire under Cashman. They were just like, all right, we can't be waiting around. We got to go out and do something. But I'm with you. I hope Dominguez doesn't get dealt either. I want him to get his chance with the Yankees. So they said that one of the beat writers said that he's going to play in the outfield, so he'll be taking over center field there, Raziel. Yeah, you're saying no on Bregman. I don't care about anything but production versus contact. He wants too much. Yeah, I'm not comfortable giving him $200 million. $400 million. I didn't hear that. But $200 million, I wouldn't give him. 400, forget it. Like that wouldn't. I'd hang the phone up on him. Mr. Controversy says, hell nah. All right. Yeah, we were just talking about it, man. We were just talking about it. Yankees acquire Cody Bellinger. No, Cashman is far from done. The Yankees are far from done. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if they get a first baseman. That's probably going to be their next move. So who that first baseman is going to be, I mean, your guess is just as good as mine, people. I know there was interest in Christian Walker, but from what I last heard, the talks have stalled due to money and the years in contract. I think it was both. So maybe the Yankees can reach an agreement, but they are looking into other first basemen. And Ocean View Coffee Shop, what's up? He's bringing up Pete Alonso. I know some Yankees fans would want the Yankees to sign Pete Alonso. Personally, I'm not really for it. I don't think the Yankees are going to spend big money on another free agent. I think the only money that they have spent, big money that they spend, is going to be Max Fried. That was their big money spending right there. I mean, they have money to spend, yes, but and they will spend money in free agency. I just don't think it's going to be anything huge, right? They'll probably spend a lot of that money on bullpen arms if I had to take a guess. So, they could be saving some of that money for next year to go after Kyle Tucker, who, by the way, said that he'd be open to an extension with the Cubs. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if he tested free agencies, especially after seeing Juan Soto. And speaking of extensions, Devin Williams, when he was being interviewed today, he said that he would be open to an extension with the New York Yankees if it made sense for both sides. I hope, I'm glad the Yankees traded for him. I think he will do well for the Yanks. I like his pitching repertoire. I like his attitude. I think he's going to do well. I think he's going to do well. We got him for 1 year. Let's see if they talk extension, maybe the Yankees can extend him. Let's see what happens. But problem is Christian Walker's a QO player, so the Yankees are going to give up. And that's the thing. Do they want to give up IFA money? Do they want to give up a draft pick? I mean, that's the problem with with Christian Walker. That's the problem with guys like Corbin Burns. I mean, I'm not saying the Yankees are looking at Corbin Burns, but I'm saying whichever teams are looking into these players, it's gonna cost them because of the fact that they are attached to a QO. So, yeah, Santander over Pete Alonso. Yeah, I'm not really for Santander either, man. But if I had to pick out of the two, and they told me these are the two choices, I'd go Santander over Alonso. I would too, but the Yankees are going to have to make some decisions for sure. I mean, as far as the free agents go, there's not really, in terms of the bats, there's not really like a lot of attractive bats that I would say that's worthwhile. I mean, the only one was really Juan Soto, right? But this is why I think the Yankees are staying active in the trade market, and they pulled off this trade to get Bellinger. Hopefully Bellinger has a good season with the Yankees. Let's see how he does. And Yassin, I did hear that Santander followed the Yankees on Instagram. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna pay too much mind to it, because the way I see it is when the season was officially over, Juan Soto's profile picture was still in a Yankee uniform. So, he didn't change his profile picture. So, I'm not gonna read too much into it until something becomes official, right? And we still in play for Burns. I mean, I know they had a Zoom meeting with Burns. I don't know what came out of that meeting. I don't know if they had any other talks after that. But listen, if the Yankees happen to get Corbin Burns, you know what? I'm not going to complain. That would be a killer rotation, arguably the best rotation in all of baseball. You have Garrett Cole, Corbin Burns, Max Fried. You'd have Carlos Rodon, Luis Hill. I mean, that would be a solid freaking 5-man rotation. That rotation would be absolutely scary. So, I mean, if it happens, it happens. But if the Yankees are willing to sacrifice the IFA money, if they're willing to sacrifice draft picks, I mean, hey, it's their decision. It's not my team. It's not my organization. So, whatever the Yankees want to do. Gilbert Medina, what's going on? He says Cubs are eating $5 million of Cody's contract per year, and we only gave up pitcher Poteet. It's a great deal. Yeah, that's an excellent deal. So they're giving up $5 million. So I guess So reading this tweet from Jeff Passan, he says of the $5 million, the Cubs are sending to the Yankees in the Cody Bellinger trade, $2.5 million will cover his 2025 salary per source. The remaining $2.5 million will either cover the buyout if he doesn't exercise his player option for for 2026 or Bellinger's 2026 salary if he does. So, okay. All right. So that's the money that's going back to the Yankees is $5 million. So 2.5 this year, 2.5 next year, depending on what happens. All right. So it ain't my team. If I was part of the organization, I wouldn't be chatting with all of you right now, being a content creator. Well, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Max Fried tied to a qualifying offer? I'm almost certain he was, but if he was, I can't see the Yankees signing another player tied with a QO. But we have been we have been surprised before. So again, you never know what the Yankees are going to do and when they're going to do it. But this is some good news, though, people. I mean, the Yankees, again, very active in the offseason. Right. So, yeah, but I'm asking, though, wasn't he the only person that was signed to a QO or that was attached to a QO? Yeah, I know the Yankees really wanted him. He almost went to the New York Mets. He almost became a New York Met, but the Yankees snagged him away. So, the Yankees certainly did their thing. I'm not complaining about the Cody Bellinger trade. It does suck that they are sending Cody Poteet. I really like Cody Poteet, but hey, you get to get something good, you got to give up something good. So, it sucks to see Poteet go, but I do wish him the best of luck. So I hope things work out for him with the Cubs and wherever he may play in case he gets moved or signs with another team. So yeah, there's that. And this is I know we're in December right now, but I'm getting a little bit I'm getting a little bit excited. Why? Because we are 100 days away from the 2025 season starting. I know 100 days seems far away, but it'll be here before you know it. And we're 57 days away from spring training, from when pitchers and catchers have to report. So there a lot to look forward to. A lot to look forward to. So let's hope December goes by quick, because it's December 17th. We only have like a couple of weeks left in this month, and 2024 will be over. It'll officially be 2025. It just means that much closer to baseball season. So I don't know about you all, but I'm excited. Yeah, well, you know what, man? If it's not going to be here in 100 days, then oh well. What can we do? I have no control over that. Who do I see playing second base for the Yankees? So Yasin, that's a good question, man. Look, the Yankees could move Jazz Chisholm to second base, in case they do sign a guy like Alex Bregman, which sounds like it was a thing. I don't know if they're still talking, but I could see Jazz being moved to second base. If it's not Jazz, I could see them trading for an infielder. It could be it could be Brandon Lau from the Rays. I wouldn't mind seeing him. He's a good defender. They need to figure out that infield for defensive purposes, because defense is really important. Defense is something that was lacking a little bit with this team last year, particularly with the infield. It was frustrating at times watching this infield, but I would have liked Nico Horner. I would have liked if the Yankees were to get Nico Horner from the Cubs, but again, I don't think that's going to happen. But I wouldn't mind the Brandon Lau. he'd be pretty solid for second base. Like I said, they could very well move Jazz there in case they do sign a third baseman or trade for a third baseman. I know they've been in some talks with Alex Bregman. So again, no telling what's going to happen. But Brandon Lau would be solid. Nico Horner would be solid. Those would be good players to have. Yeah, Dominguez is going to play left field. So, So Dominguez in left, Cody in center, Aaron Judge in right. So hopefully Dominguez can get his reps in left field and has success in left field. If he has success in left field, man, that would be a killer outfield that the Yankees will have. So, let's hope for the best. And Mr. Barros, long time no see, man. I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, man? He says, hell yeah, we got the belly, man. What's going on, everyone? Yeah. Yankees got Cody Bellinger. I couldn't believe it when that news broke out. So, but I like it. I like it. So, they should let Jason play center field. Yeah, I would prefer Dominguez in center field. I would want that. I would want Dominguez in center field, but he's going to play left field. I know it's not his position, but again, hopefully he gets his reps in this offseason and improves and plays well in left field. Like I said, if he could play well in left field, you have a solid outfield with Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge. I mean, that defense will be phenomenal. And I like the fact that Judge is moving back to right field. I feel like that's where he belongs. That is where he belongs. So, just kind of refreshing Twitter to see if there's any other baseball news, while we're live. Didn't even, man, I didn't even think there was going to be a trade today or anything going on today. So left field is harder position. It's going to be Belly and left. Well, they already said that he's going to play center field though. The beat writers did say that. So they're going to put Dominguez in left field, and assuming that Dominguez is your starting left fielder. So I'd prefer Dominguez in left or in center field. Nathaniel Lowe. Nathaniel Lowe, excuse me. Nathaniel Lowe. That's a name that's been mentioned a lot, is Nathaniel Lowe. I mean, Rob from Pinstripe Chronicles podcast, he's been talking about him a lot, which shout out to him. He'd be a solid first baseman. Looking at his statistics, let's see what he did in 2024. Let's open up Fangraphs here. 2024 season, 16 home runs, 265 average. He had a 121 WRC plus, which I like that WRC plus number. He had a slugging of 401 for 2024, 361 on base percentage. Not bad. I do like those numbers. He'd be a great trade. If the Yankees were able to trade for him, I wouldn't mind him. For first base. And I wouldn't mind Nathaniel Lowe. That he'd be an upgrade at first base, no doubt about it. Trade Stroman and prospects to Texas for Nathaniel Lowe. You could attach Stroman, maybe even Clark Schmidt, one of those two guys, and then attach some prospects with those guys. Maybe they could make a deal happen with the Texas Rangers. Looking at Nathaniel Lowe's contract. Let me check his contract here, just to see what his contract looks like. So if we go to Sport Track, so he is under team control for 2025 and 2026. He is a free agent in 2027. So the Yankees would get him for 2 years. there would be 2 years of team control for Nathaniel Lowe. So I wouldn't mind him for first base. I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind Yandy Diaz. That is another name that I feel like the Yankees should look into again. Again, Yandy Diaz was a guy that the Yankees looked into at the deadline, but it did not come into fruition. But Yandy Diaz, Nathaniel Lowe, one of those guys I wouldn't mind. I know the Yankees, there was talks of Yankees and the Guardians in terms of Josh Naylor. I mean, do the Yankees go that route? I don't know. The Yankees would have to give up a lot, but at this point, I think they're willing to take that risk and take and sacrifice to make this team better. Because again, the window for Aaron Judge and Garrett Cole, it's slowly closing. So these guys are getting a little bit older. I know they want to win a World Series, so the time is now. Randy Miller is saying that the Yankees are closing in on Santander. Hello. For real? Like, is that legitimate there, Joe? Going into PT, don't mess up. I'll be listening. Don't worry, Mr. Controversy. I won't mess up for you there, man. I won't mess up for you. You're my guy, Mr. Controversy. Yeah, Texas has 0 pitching, so Stroman would make sense. Yeah, I mean, they did sign back Nathan Eovaldi, but yeah, they are lacking a little bit in the pitching department. So yeah, Nate, you bring up a good point. You could offer again, yeah, Stroman would be great. That would be perfect right there to offer them Marcus Stroman, but you might have to sweeten it up a little bit, and you might have to say Clark Schmidt. Hopefully, assuming the Yankees are interested in Nathaniel Lowe, right? But that's a name that I wouldn't mind seeing. Second base, earlier, I know I said Nico Horner or Nathaniel Lau or Brandon Lau. Another name that's been mentioned a lot by some fans has been Brandon Donovan. I wouldn't mind Brandon Donovan. I think he'd be that would be a solid bat for the Yankees. But I don't know that the Cardinals would trade him. He'd be perfect for the Yankees. He'd be perfect for Yankee Stadium. I just don't know if it's gonna happen. But Brandon Donovan would be awesome. Okay, you heard that also. Yeah, and Joe just sent me a link to NJ.com. I'm not a subscriber, but Randy Miller does say the Yankees might be on the verge of adding a slugging right fielder who hit more home runs than last season to Juan Soto. Carlos Baerga, big leaguer turned podcast host, is predicting the Yankees will sign. Yeah, I mean, says Baerga is predicting it. I don't really follow Carlos Baerga much because he has been wrong, and he kind of has a tendency to put out some fake news. So I try not to pay too much attention to what Carlos Baerga says. But if Randy Miller is saying it, though, I mean, hopefully that is a thing. Hopefully that is happening. But yeah, I'd be ecstatic. I mean, Santander isn't my first choice, but like I said earlier, if I had a choice between Santander and Pete Alonso, and they told me these are the 2 players you get to pick from, you don't have a choice, I'll go Santander 100%. And assuming they sign Santander, assuming a deal is almost done, then Santander at that point would probably take over first base, would be my guess. Yeah, so, but for Randy Miller to put that out, he's got other sources. True. Yeah, you got a point. Javi, what's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, Cody Bellinger's a New York Yankee, dude. How do you feel about that? It's some pretty good stuff, huh? Yeah, pretty cool to have Cody Bellinger on the Yankees now. I mean, obviously his dad Clay played for the team, so um, let's see what Cody does. Let's see what Cody does. So, well, Mr. Barros, I mean, I would put him at first base. I know he's played first base before, so you could put him at first base. But now this raises the question, right? If the Yankees sign Santander, does that mean that they're going to try and trade Jason Dominguez? Is that going to happen? Is that going to be a thing? Right? I'm not trying to give anybody a heart attack or give anybody a scare, but is that something that would happen? What would happen is you put Santander in left field, Bellinger in center, Judge in right, or they just put Santander at first base. He would be your first baseman. I would play Judge left field and Santander at right. I want to put Judge at right, man. I don't want to put Judge in center field. Well, you know what? I take that back. I don't want to put Judge in center field. Right, left field. I would put Judge in left field, but my preference is right. My preference is right field for Judge. I think that's where he belongs. Bellinger for first base, Santander right field, Judge, and then you put Dominguez in center field. So that could work out. That could be an option. And Bellinger and Santander can exchange positions. Bellinger can go play the outfield, and Santander could play first base. I mean, it would open up more options for the Yankees. It would be more depth for the Yankees. So, we'll see. Javi says, I'm excited. Who on earth needs Juan Soto when we have Max Fried? Now we just got Cody Bellinger. He's just like, forget about him. Li, what's up, man? He says, yeah, we gave up nothing for Cody Bellinger. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's Brian Cashman doing work. That's Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner doing work this right now, man. So they're cooking. They are not playing around. So there's more moves that are going to happen. It sounds like from what Randy Miller's saying that there could be a deal done for Santander. Let's see what happens there. Let's see if that becomes official. Maybe hopefully we could, if that news breaks out, we can break that news here. So Judge in right field, Dominguez in center field, Bellinger in left field, Santander at first. This is what I would do, but they're gonna have Bellinger play center field though. They had already announced that. Well, I used to find the Yankees are not fooling around. It's not like we're trying and they're not playing. They're not playing around. I think I think I told you this in our text when we were conversing there, Joe, that I think this Juan Soto signing really lit a fire under Hal Steinbrenner. I think it really lit a fire under him, and he was just like, all right, you know what, we can't be playing around, and they're making sacrifices, they're making good trades. I mean, they're not playing around. Yeah, man, we got Cody Bellinger. That's right. Yeah, Acevedo. I know he was initially a starter at one point. I don't know for how long, but then he transitioned to the bullpen. I don't know how he'll do as a starter. That's a big question mark. The Mets need more in their starting rotation. They really don't have much in their rotation. They lost Severino. Who knows what's happening with Sean Manaea? Are they in on Corbin Burns at all? They have Frankie Montas, but are they gonna solely rely on Frankie Montas and Clay Holmes as a starter? It's a question mark for me. Dominguez, Bellinger, Aaron Judge. Yeah, man. Yeah, if Dominguez could get his reps and work on playing left field, man, get his reps in left field during the offseason and practice. Yeah, man, that's going to be a solid defensive outfield. That would be that outfield is going to be no joke, man. Yeah, it doesn't have to be 2009. It doesn't have to be 2009. Right now, the Yankees are just trying to get players that are going to play well as a team, whether it's with pitching or whether it's with their offense. So they're getting the right pieces, and they're just not signing players just to sign players. They're not trading for players just to trade for players. They're making smart moves. This is exactly what they needed to do after losing out on Juan Soto. So again, it's a good move. Yeah, Hal got burnt. He got burnt big time, and he rose to the occasion. Definitely rose to the occasion. You know, the inner George Steinbrenner did come out and howl in the sense of, okay, I can't play around. Like, I got to go out. I gotta make some moves, and he's making smart moves, right? He's getting the players that he needs to get. So, yeah, no, good on Hal. Good Hal. Like I said, there was a fire that was lit under him. So, he's not playing around. Bell next to Judge is really going to hurt Judge's numbers, though. I don't think so. If you watch the Cashman's motion, I don't think he likes to have Dominguez in left field. So you might be right; they might trade him. Honestly, Joe, like this is what I'm thinking. Assuming that Santander is he signs with the New York Yankees, I wouldn't be surprised. I literally would not be surprised. Crazier things have happened. I'm not trying to give fans a heart attack. I'm not trying to upset fans. It's just don't be surprised. So if they do trade Dominguez, hopefully they get something back that's going to be worthwhile. Yeah, I mean they may have told him that he's playing left fielder, Li, but it's kind of like when Cashman was saying that the Yankees were going to the Yankees were going to have Caleb Durbin, that he was like the front runner. The way they were talking like Caleb Durbin was going to be the front runner to play second base, even though he was still going to compete. They ended up trading him. So you never know, man. Yeah, I think they'll make a run for Murakami. I better not be calling me stupid. You better watch it. But I'm just saying, the Yankees, you never know what they're going to do. They were talking about Caleb Durbin being potentially the starting second baseman, right? And they ended up trading him. I'm just saying. But as of right now, he's probably, I would say he's the starting left fielder. I prefer him in center field, but left field, I'll put him in left field as long as he plays well. Well, so far, if you think about it, Soto for Fried, Bellinger, Williams, not a bad trade. No, not a bad trade at all. You lost out on Soto, so what do? You go out and you get good quality players, whether during free agency or or in a trade, that are going to help this team win. So far, the Yankees have made 3 really solid moves. Josh Naylor, you could dream. Yeah, I know some Yankees fans wouldn't mind it. It's not because Durbin's a utility player. Yeah, but again, Durbin was being highly talked about. He was being praised a lot by. I know Cashman built up his value but he was gonna compete for that position, and it sounded like, and again, it sounded like he was the front runner for for second base. So things could change, Li. You never know. I don't want Dominguez being traded, just so you're aware. I don't want you to think that I want Dominguez gone. I want him on this team. I want him to get his shot. I want him to get his, full season. I want him to get to full season with the Yanks. I do. I hope it happens. So yo, Demon D, what just happened? What just happened was Cody Bellinger just got traded to the New York Yankees. That's what happened. And the Yankees are not done. So stay tuned, man. Yeah, because Devin Williams was coming. Well, he was coming out, and he came out of nowhere. No one expected that. No one expected the Yankees to trade for Devin Williams. I didn't even know Devin Williams was even in talks with the Los Angeles Dodgers. He almost got traded to the Dodgers. So build up to Dominguez scares me because he's like another Mike Trout. Like, looks like he's always going to get hurt. Man, I hope that is not the case. I hope that's not the case. Yeah, Yankees, they absolutely have to solidify their bullpen. But before they do that, first base is going to be their next position. So, if you're saying rental first baseman, that does mean potentially Goldschmidt. That could mean Santana. Those are two players that the Yankees could potentially look into as far as a rental first baseman, because they can't go internally for first base. That's just not possible. I do watch Dominguez. I have seen Dominguez. So like I said, I want him on the team. I do want him on the team. Again, I'm not saying the Yankees are going to trade him. I'm just throwing different scenarios out there, especially if the Yankees, according to Randy Miller, if they're close to Santander. So John S., doubtful. Yeah, I mean, he got Tommy John. He had that oblique injury. I mean, I'm just going to say that those injuries were just like freak injuries. So I'm not too worried. I'm not worried about it right now. And I'd rather him, he got the Tommy John surgery. I mean, I'd rather him get it now than when he's older. So, I mean, the dude's still young. So, I'm not worried about his health as of right now. Right. But I'll only get concerned if he gets like these multiple injuries and he's out for a while. Like, then I'll be concerned. Right now, I'm not concerned at all. So, I won't call him Mike Trout yet. That's way too early. But again, I want Dominguez on this team. I want him to play left field or center field, whichever. And I want him to, get his first full season as a New York Yankee. Let's see what he's made of. We haven't really seen his full potential, and I hope, the second he gets 2 full years with the Yankees, and we see some great things from him. So. But I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that. But shout out to everybody in the chat, though. We are almost an hour into the live stream. I do appreciate everybody hanging out and, going hanging out here and just talking about the Cody Bellinger trade and what other moves the Yankees are going to make or can possibly make. So the Yankees are not done yet. Yankees fans and Cashman love other teams' rookies, but want to come with a track record without playing them. Well, as I said, I want Dominguez to get his shot, and he definitely needs to get his shot. So, but if they do get Santander, I think they should just put him at first base. Because if you're going to put Santander in the outfield, where does that put Dominguez? Are you going to put Dominguez at first base? Theo Harris, what's up, Theo? What's going on? How's your day going? Yeah, again, just trying to see if there's other baseball news. Well, Bob Nightingale, I mean, he put out this tweet about an hour ago. So the Yankees have now signed starter Max Fried, traded for all-star closer Devin Williams, and added Cody Bellinger. And it says, and they will sign a free agent first baseman between Alonso, Walker, Santana, and Goldschmidt. So Nightingale is expecting the Yankees to sign one of these four guys. So he's thinking yeah, it looks like he is thinking that they're going after Alonso, Walker, Santana, Goldschmidt. So let's see. Yeah, I would assume so. If Santander does sign with the Yankees, he's got to be your first baseman. All we need is a 1-year first baseman because next year the Yankees are signing Vladdy Jr. Trust me when I say this is going to happen. I don't know. I don't know that Vladdy Jr. will be a Yankee. I don't know about that there, Mr. Barros. I mean, I would welcome it, of course. I would be happy. I'd be ecstatic about it. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. I could see him going to the Mets, honestly. So, Josh Naylor, first base. Sandy Alcantara. Josh Bell is a good possibility. Yeah, he's available too. You know, the Yankees could easily sign him for a 1-year deal. TC Steels, what is going on? He says Bellinger, baby. That's right, man. Cody Bellinger. How do you feel about that trade? How do you feel about the Yankees' moves so far this offseason there, TC? Talk to me, man. Like I said, Cashman and Howell are not playing. You know, they're not playing around whatsoever. Yeah, it was a steal, man. Well, you know what? It's just the Cubs were in financial trouble, so you know the Yankees. You know they stayed patient, they stuck with it, and you know finally struck a deal, and they got their guy in Cody Bellinger. So not a bad trade whatsoever. You know, the thing is, I was saying with the whole Cody Bellinger thing that if the Cubs are going to drag their feet, let the Yankees just walk away and go figure something else out. Let the Cubs suffer with Bellinger's contract because you know the ball was in the Yankees' court, so you know they could walk away at any time if the Cubs were going to make it difficult, but they finally came to an agreement, so it's great to hear. Jace Peer, David Herrera, yeah, big pickup there, man. Is Bellinger a leadoff hitter right now? I wouldn't put him at leadoff personally. I'd probably bat him second to third, if anything. Yeah, Devin Williams, Cody Bellinger for Nestor, Durbin, and Poteet. Are you serious? I know, right? Pretty wild stuff, isn't it? It's pretty wild. Yeah, Acevedo, I would have liked more money from the Cubs. I'm with you right there. I thought they would have gotten more money. They were able to get $5 million. I would have liked $10 million. I think $10 million would have been would have been better. So but they got $5 million, you know. Volpe, Dominguez, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton. So those are your 5. I mean, yeah, as of right now, not that I want to put Volpe in the leadoff spot, but he's the guy that makes the most sense as of right now. Batting Dominguez second, I'm not sure about that yet. I'd rather put Dominguez like more in the bottom of the lineup because I don't know about him batting second, but it's a possibility. Judge batting third, cool. I'm down with that. Bellinger batting fourth, I'm all right with that too. Stanton at fifth, I'm good with that. Not a bad starting 5. Dominguez Dominguez second. You know, now that I'm like thinking about the lineup again, it's warming up to me. The Dominguez at batting second thing was a bit of a concern, but I would not mind that lineup whatsoever. But Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, that's a solid 3 through 5 right there, man. So, or no, I'm not. No, not so. I would Jazz Chisholm for him to be leadoff. Honestly, he needs to come down on his strikeouts, and he needs to be better. He needs to have much better at bats because he's constantly just trying to swing for the fences, man. You know, I'm not. Nah, you could have Jazz at like 6th or 7th, honestly, in the lineup. His at bat his bat needs to improve. Rate the trade. I'd go 10 out of 10 for the trade. That was a solid trade by the Yankees. You can't say it wasn't because it definitely was. It was a solid trade by the Yankees. Oh, cold Italian pizza. How you doing? You like the trade a lot? Good, man. Yeah, I'm digging the trade too. You know, Yankees got another, you know, they got a solid bat. He's a lefty, can play the outfield, can play first base. So, you know, the Yankees have some options in terms of that. Yeah, Jazz 6. That's what that exactly, TC. That's exactly what I had in mind too, was having Jazz Chisholm bat 6th. I wouldn't mind that at all. So, again, just trying to see what are other moves. Yeah, so you know, even Jim Bowden put out a tweet too, saying that since losing Juan Soto to the Mets in free agency, the Yankees have signed left-handed pitcher Max Fried, closer Devin Williams, traded for Cody Bellinger, and next on their agenda is first baseman with Walker, Goldschmidt, Santana, all possibilities. He says, and he says that this is a better team than last year. I mean, they're getting the right pieces. So, but here's a list. I do want to pull up this list though. First base is next, Paranormal, and what's going on? Judge will bat third. I would put Judge at batting third, honestly. First base is next. Do I think any more signings happening today? We'll see. It's still a little early, right? So it could very well happen. As of right now, with the Yankees' current roster, who they have right now, Volpe is the guy that probably leads off. So 32 likes. Nice. Okay. I'm cool with 32 likes. Let's get to, if we could get to 50, that would be awesome. I look for at least 50. You know, just wanted to see if there's going to be more people coming into the chat. So, you know, make sure y'all hit that like as you come in. I am happy Soto's gone because if he signed, that would probably have been our only move. No, they would have done more moves. I still think they would have signed Max Fried. I still think they would have signed Max Fried. But they would have been very active in the trade market, though. And I think they're going to continue staying active in the trade market. Yeah, third base coach is necessary. I want to hear what SNY New York has to say. Forget him. We fleeced the Cubs. Yeah, man. Tommy Rips. It's the Cubs were in a bind. They wanted to get out of his contract. So they wanted to get out of Bellinger's contract. I mean, it was a bad contract for them. So, but yeah, the Yankees didn't have to give up a lot. They gave up Cody Poteet and they got Bellinger and $5 million. So that's a win for the Yankees. I've been listening. Great trade. Yeah, I mean, again, like I was saying earlier, Stephen B. I like Cody. I do like Cody Poteet. He's a solid pitcher to me. But again, to get something good, you got to give up something good. That's just kind of the way it works in the business. So every trade's going to hurt just a little bit, but hey, sign me up. Before the trade, who is actually going to go to the Cubs? Well, Will Warren's name was mentioned. I don't know if that was specifically mentioned by the Yankees or was that mentioned by the fans, but Will Warren's name was being mentioned quite a bit. Soto's not loyal. He's always going for the money. Yeah, and whatever. That's fine. That's his decision. I'm over it. I'll be honest. Like I'm over it. If he wanted to go for the money, that's his business. That's his decision. So, there's a lot of people, if they were in his position, they probably would have done the same thing. So whatever he wants to do. I was, as I said before, I was upset about it the night he signed. I was like, man, this sucks. After that, I got over it. I was just like, all right, he's a New York Met. Good for him. What do the Yankees do now? How do they bounce back from this? And so far, they've answered. So his decision, whatever he wants to do. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Will Warren's name was mentioned. Yeah, I know he said he was open to an extension with the Cubs, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't sign an extension just because of the fact that, seeing what Juan Soto got during free agency. I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to test the market, and rightfully so. It's his right to do so. The Yankees could look into signing him after the 2025 season, if he doesn't sign an extension, of course. No, and that's the thing, right? Look, Soto was a 1-year rental, right? This is something I kept telling myself. He's a 1-year rental. It was great seeing him in pinstripes. It was great having him for that 1 year. I wish there was more, but there was no guarantee that he was going to sign back with the Yankees. There was going to be other teams in on him, and it was going to come down to the Yankees and the Mets. It's that simple. So what's done is done. There's no point in talking about it. He's a Met, and that's it. So, hopefully he gets what he wants out of his career with the Mets. I think the Yankees are going to sign more big bats because Tucker's willing to sign an extension. Well, if he does, he does, DJ at this point, he's a bench guy. I definitely don't want him to be a starter, and I don't think the Yankees are going to use him as a starter, but he's a bench guy at this point. You can't really trade him because he's a 5'10" guy, so he does have a no trade clause. Their other option really is to DFA him. but I don't know if they're going to DFA him with $30 million left on his contract. At this point, he's a bench guy. He's a guy that comes off the bench. Acevedo saying Burns is next. Listen, like I said, if they got Corbin Burns, I'm not going to complain. That would be incredible. We would have the best. Oh my God. I mean, the Yankees already have a solid rotation as it is with the addition of Max Fried. But yeah, if they were to get Corbin Burns on top of that, whew, God, that starting rotation would be scary, and who knows how other teams would be reacting. Cold Italian Pizza, yeah, man. There's a bunch of first basemen that are available. As far as free agents go, listen, I've mentioned Christian Walker's name. I like him, but I only like him for like a 2 or 3 year deal. I know he's looking for 4, but I like him for like 2 or 3 years. But he comes with a qualifying offer. That's the problem. They could go with a rental in Goldschmidt. They could go, they could go Santana for just 1 year. Somebody, a couple of people, or Joe from NYY Yankee Mania did make a mention of Randy Miller mentioning Santander, and the Yankees apparently are trying to work out a deal. I mean, if they get Santander, then Santander is your first baseman. So Walker, how much would Walker cost? Let's see. I'm going to pull up the available free agents here, people, to see that are still on the open market. And I want to know from all of you if there's anybody on that list that you would want. Free agents, so got 10.9 mil. Let's see. If he's looking for 4 years, I mean, shoot, you might they might go 90 million for 4 years. I'm just, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just throwing out numbers, which would put him at 22 and a half. They could go 80 for 4, which would put him at 20. I could see him getting that kind of deal, unless if we're going to go less than 20, maybe. I'm just trying to figure out numbers here. They went 75 for 4 years. That would put him at almost 19. So, yeah, Loaisaga. Yeah, they did. That was another guy that they signed back, was Jonathan Loaisaga. Loaisaga is great, but the injuries are always happening. He's always getting hurt. The guy cannot stay healthy to save his life there, Mr. Barrows. Do I think the Yankees should have signed Santander? I mean, he's not my first choice, but again, like I mentioned, it sounds like the Yankees and Santander are trying to work something out. So we'll wait and see if that comes into fruition. But I do want to pull this up, though. 39 likes. Thank you, Tommy Rips. Yeah, let's get those likes up, people. Make sure you all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button too if this is your first time watching. If you're watching this on X, come over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, Cold Italian Pizza. I think if he's looking for a 4th year, it should be an option. But again, he does come with a qualifying offer. I don't know if the Yankees want to sign him up, to sign that. All right, 40 likes. Nice. 100 likes would be awesome, but Want something close to Soto? We need Santander. Yeah, I mean he's going to be close. Yeah, 41. Let's go. Yeah, William, he's a New York Yankee. He just got traded to the Yankees. And D-Rod, what is up, man? What's going on? 42 likes. Let's go. So these are the top MLB free agents remaining on the open market. So I got the names right here, folks. Are these names? Do any of these names? Do they catch your eye? Do you want any of these names? Um, Signing with the New York Yankees. Do you want the Yankees to go after any of these guys? Let me know. No, because you got Corbin Burns, Roki Sasaki, Alex Bregman, Pete Alonso, Anthony Santander, Christian Walker, Teoscar Hernandez, Tanner Scott, Jack Flaherty. I could see the Yankees going after Roki, though. The Yankees are interested in Roki Sasaki, and they do have the IFA money to get him. So that's a name that the Yankees could look into. Mr. Barros is saying Flaherty. Dev Finch is saying no. When Bellinger hits a home run, got to get the sample. Get inside my belly. Oh, boy. Yeah, look, none of the bats that are available in free agents are going to be, Juan Soto caliber. But you gotta build a team, though. You have to build a team, and hopefully that team can perform together. Bregman, Walker, Tanner Scott, and Roki Sasaki. Yeah. 44 likes. Let's go. Let's get to that 50. What up, Max? How's it going, man? I feel good about the trade, man. I feel really, really good about the trade, Max. I'm glad the Yankees got Bellinger. They gave up nothing for him. It was another solid trade by Cashman. Cashman is doing work this offseason. The Yankees are doing work this offseason. Like I keep saying, ever since they lost Juan Soto, there was a fire that was lit under them. Yeah, well, first base is going to be next. That's most definitely going to be their next move there, D-Rod. Who do you have in mind? And does Christian Walker or Pete Alonso, Santana, like who are you thinking there, D-Rod? I'm very happy about it there. I am big buddy. I am most definitely happy that the Yankees got Cody Bellinger. Yes, I'm happy with the trade. First base is next. That's what they need to address next. First base, they need to address first base. So who that is, I don't know, but let me just remove that real quick. Get back here. Stop sharing that, but it sounds like from the way a couple of the beat writers are talking, it sounds like the next player on the Yankees agenda is Christian Walker, Goldschmidt, Santana are all possibilities, and I think Bob Nightingale also had mentioned those names as well. So. Yeah, so he mentioned Alonso, Walker, Santana, and Goldschmidt. So those are the four names that he mentioned. So, we'll see. In my opinion, whoever the first baseman is going to be, they got to play solid defense. They have to play solid defense. That infield defensively needs to be lights out. We can't have the Yankees cannot have what they had last season with the infield. With all those costly errors, man. Just cannot happen. 45 likes. Let's go, man. And if it depends who's available for 2026 for first base. If no one go great, go for Walker. If someone great, then Santana. Well, Murakami's going to be available next season. The player from Japan. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is going to be available, although I don't think the Yankees are going to sign him, but you never know. Those are the two guys that come to mind for first base. So, and in all actuality, NFE, we need a first baseman, second baseman, and another starter. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. For second base, they should look into Brandon Lau from the Rays. That would be ideal. Yandy Diaz was a name that I've mentioned for first base, right? You got those. You have some of those available free agents. I take Josh Naylor. Yeah, some Yankees fans would welcome Josh Naylor. They really would. So, I mean, he could be a possibility. I don't know what you would have to give up for him. I'm sure you could probably give up. You could probably trade. If they're needing a starting pitching, because I think they would say they need some starting pitching. So, I mean, maybe you could trade Stroman, or maybe they trade Clark Schmidt. But yeah, and as far as another starter though, so right now their rotation is looking like this. It's Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, Luis Hill, Clark Schmidt. That's your five. That's not bad. But if they were to sign a guy like Roki Sasaki, right? Let's say, then it does make it easier to trade a guy like Clark Schmidt. They have Clark Schmidt, they have Stroman. He's not going to be part of the rotation. I doubt it. I don't know what the Yankees' game plan is for with Marcus Stroman, but we'll see. Are you talking about Oswaldo Cabrera? I think Oswaldo Cabrera is another guy that comes off the bench and plays a bunch of different positions when he's needed. Bregman and Sasaki, those are the two guys that you would want there, Zanley? Okay. I know a lot of Yankees fans want Alex Bregman. I just don't know if they want to pay that kind of money to him. I would put Jack Flaherty in front of Carlos Rodon myself, man. Not the best postseason rotation yet. Sasaki, like Hill, is yeah. I mean, Hill just played his first full season, and he got Rookie of the Year. As a result, as a rookie, he got Rookie of the Year. Hopefully, he has a better second season. He needs to get more experience. Hey, Chua. Yeah, you like that Japanese pitcher that they picked up? Cool, man. Yo, D's channel, what's up? I'm doing well, D's channel. How are you? How's your day? Hopefully things are well. What's worse, Bregman for 7 to 8 years or Arenado for 3? I'd rather go Arenado for 3, but the only way I would get Arenado is if Cardinals eat some of that contract. They're willing to trade him, and Arenado is willing to be traded to a contender. He did say that, so he's open. But I would welcome it if they ate some of his contract, or if they added Brandon Donovan to Arenado. Then you know what, I'm down. I feel great about the trade. I feel good about this trade. I think it was a solid trade. It was another solid move by the Yankees this offseason. Cashman's not playing around. And, I know I'm sure a lot of people thought that Cashman wasn't going to do anything, but nope, he's been good. He's been creative. He's making some smart moves. And they should look into first base next. First base is going to be that should be a priority. Yeah, hopefully. But the thing is, Chua, the Orioles are still in need of starting pitching. They still need to. They still need to get a starting pitcher. They are lacking a little bit there, so they need to do something. I don't know what. I don't know what their game plan is. Probably know better than I do, but they absolutely need some starting pitching. Cashman had most of his planned out as he engaged. Oh, absolutely, D-Rod. And this is the thing. Everybody, a lot of folks had their doubts about Cashman this coming and going into this offseason. You know, they had their doubts about Hal Steinbrenner going into this offseason, that Hal wasn't going to spend. Hal proved that he was ready to spend on Juan Soto. I mean, he offered him $760 million. I mean, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. He showed that he wasn't playing around, and he didn't get his guy, but they pivoted really quick, and yeah, they had a plan B in place, and so far, plan B is working out. Plan B is absolutely working out right now. So again, I hope fans are happy with the moves that the Yankees are making so far. I know I am. I'm happy with the moves that they made. I'm just hoping that there's some other move that they make tonight. I mean, I think it'd be awesome. Yeah, Yanks trying to stay under the top luxury tax and have a little payroll left for trade deadline. Yeah. They're playing it smart. They're playing it smart. So they're not just spending money just to spend money. They're not just trading for players just to trade for players. They're making moves. They're making smart moves. So this is exactly what you want. Yeah, well, I think what he was looking for was like a 40 million AAV, and Hal made that phone call and was just like, "Hey, what is it going to take?" And Judge told him. Judge wanted, he wanted to end his career with the Yankees. So hey, you do what you got to do. According to Francis Romero, Yankees exploring a trade involving Jose Trevino. The catcher is another potential trade candidate for Yankee. Yeah, I mean, Trevino's name has been mentioned quite a bit as a possible trade candidate, which I wouldn't mind. The Yankees have a lot of catchers on their team, so if they were to trade Trevino, who would be the next guy up? I thought maybe Narvaez, but Narvaez got traded to the Red Sox for one of their pitchers, I believe, and some cash as well. So yeah, Narvaez is no longer with the team. I don't know who would be the catcher to back up Austin Wells if Trevino is not on this team. Luis Gonzalez, I agree. This has been a great offseason so far for the Yankees. I'm liking this offseason. I really am. They've made some solid moves. Yeah, I hope if he could stay healthy. He hit 18 home runs last season. He had a 266 batting average. His defensive percentage, I forget the terminology. I do apologize. Was 990. So Bellinger's, he had some good numbers last year. WRC plus was good. I was looking at his stats yesterday. So who would you want for a trade for Trent, Stroman, and Trevino? Are you asking me what if are you asking me to trade these three players to another team for these three players in a package or what? Yeah, Jonathan, no way the Yankees are done. Absolutely not. The Yankees are far from done. Cubs and use it to trade Stroman. I don't think I don't know that they're going to do that. They're probably going to use that $5 million towards for Bellinger. Well, then again, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, you could use it to trade Stroman. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yankees have JC Escar. He will likely be the backup backup catcher if Trevino is traded. Kirby Yates. I mean, I would trade Trevino before I trade Stroman, but the thing is, Stroman's going to have a little bit more value, I think, than Trevino. I think you'll have a better chance of trading Stroman than you would Trevino. Yeah, he'd be a solid closer for you guys, but you still need to figure out the Orioles still need to figure out their rotation, their starting rotation. Marcus, what would you get a package like? Like, would you want another position player or relief? If I'm trading Trent and Marcus Stroman, I would want to get a position player. If I could, a first baseman and get some bullpen arms coming back. If they can get some bullpen arms, so I'd probably I would look to the Rays for that, or the Texas Rangers. I would look to the Rays because I would want either Yandy Diaz or Brandon Lau. I will look to the Texas Rangers to get Nathaniel Lowe for first base, because Nathaniel Lowe would be solid, or you could get Yandy Diaz, or for first base, or you could get Brandon Lau for second. Sure. Yeah, he likes to look for those corners in the over the plate, over the strike zone. So, he does really like to get his pitches at a certain point. So, that's the kind of pitcher that he is. So, yeah. Martell? Who's Martell? Are you talking about Marte? I'm assuming that's who you're talking about. You're probably talking about Marte. Oh, okay. You said Marte. Yeah, Marte would be a solid second baseman. Looking at his contract, I mean, he's 31, so it's not, he's not old. So he comes with a lot of, I mean, you would get him for a lot of years. He has a club option for 2028. So he's under team control from 2025 to 2027. So you get 3 years of control. There's a club option for 2028. Wouldn't cost the Yankees a lot. I mean, he'd be a good name, but I don't know that the Diamondbacks are looking to trade him. Hey, what's up, CT Cards? Good to see you. Mr. Controversy, you're back. How was PT, Mr. Controversy? Bellinger's average in scoring position this year was 331. I'll take that. Yeah, no, I hear you. I like Marte. I do like Marte, but yeah, I don't see the Yankees or not the Yankees. I don't see the Diamondbacks trading him. But that would be a solid move. Well, I got to ask why, because something tells me you were causing some trouble. You were causing a little controversy. So maybe that's why she was trying to do that there, Rodney. All right. You're always causing controversy wherever you go. Yeah, CT, how are you feeling, man? How are things going there, CT? He's still a free agent. That's the news. Yankees express interest from what Randy Miller said. It sounds like they're trying to work something out, but we'll see. Nothing is official. Yeah, he is always causing controversy. That's why the physical therapist tried killing him. Dee's channel, you really had to bring that up. Oh, we were doing so good. Oh man. But we oh God. But yeah, let's see. Just waiting to see if there's other trades or other moves that have happened or whatnot. So but well, you already talked about it, so I guess you are allowed to talk about the freaking couch there, Mr. Controversy. Well, I mean, they could sign back Corbin Burns as far as starting pitching goes. They could. There's Jack Flaherty, there's Walker Buehler. There's some starting pitchers that are still available. I mean, I don't know if the Orioles are looking into them. What's up, Ray? How's it going? Yeah, we got D-Rod and D's channel. Oh my goodness. We got double trouble. Oh my goodness. But man, like I said, when I was gonna start this live stream, I thought we were just gonna talk about Max Fried being a Yankee officially, which I know a lot of fans were panicking and losing their minds of like, oh, how come the Yankees haven't had a press conference? How come the Yankees haven't said anything? It's like, all right, calm down. Hopefully Yankees fans are at ease now that Max Fried is officially a New York Yankee. And yeah, the original topic of the Cubs and Yankees are at a stall, but I'm gonna have to change that title now. So yeah, never know what's gonna happen. Never know what's gonna happen. So gotta love it. Gotta love it. So yeah, do the Yankees make any other moves tonight? I don't know. Am I surprised that the Yankees didn't try it for Nico Hoerner? I'm a little surprised they didn't. I'm sure that they might have discussed about Nico Hoerner, but yeah, I am a little surprised because the Yankees do, they need a second baseman. If I had to guess, if they did discuss Nico Hoerner, who else was what were the Cubs going to ask for? What's up, Christopher? Appreciate it. He'll be playing center field actually. And the Martian will be in left field. One like away from 50. Let's go. Come on, let's get to that 50. I like a minimum of 50 likes, and if we go beyond 50, even better. If I get 100 likes, that would be fantastic. Yep, 49 likes. So I'm one like away from 50. No, Judge is going to play right field. They already said that they are planning on moving Judge back to right field, which that's where he needs to play. I like Judge in right field, honestly. All right, 51 likes. Let's go. Can we get to 100? Is there a way we could get to 100? I would love to get to 100. I'm an hour and 40 minutes into the live stream, so any way we could get to 100. So Judge was at center. He was playing center field. He played center field this season because Juan Soto was on the team, and Juan Soto took over right. So now that Soto is not with the team, they're going to move Judge back to right field, and I like Judge in right field. Not that he can't play center field. He plays center field well, but I like him better in right. Yeah, let's go. Come on, 100 likes. Let's get to 100. So, well, yeah, but that's because he ran into the freaking wall. That was just a freak injury. That was an accidental that was like a freak injury. I mean, nobody expected that. He played right field for most of his career. He's going to be fine in right field there, Christopher. You should watch watch him play right field. He played right field for most of his career. Get him to 100 so he stops begging. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna stop begging. Just like how you don't stop begging for the couch, there, Mr. Controversy. I'm not gonna stop begging for the likes. Ha! Yeah. Well, Fried, Bellinger, Devin Williams. You know they signed back Loaisaga, so there you go. Yeah, Judge stay exactly. He stays in right field. End of story. Thank you. Jake Cousins and Aaron Judge are among the Yankees. Yes, I did read that. So, yeah, no, exciting for Devin Williams. Devin Williams almost got traded to the Dodgers. He thought he was going to the Dodgers. So it sounded like the Brewers and the Dodgers were in some were in serious talks, and they were almost closing in on a deal. So, surely not the case. Well, I heard the Dodgers fixed that part of the wall. At least that's what I was told. But just because it happened, it doesn't always mean it's going to happen again. That was just a freak injury. So I'm not concerned about it. And there's other ways players could get hurt. So I'm not worried about it. Exactly. Yes, D-Rod. This is why you put Judge in right field. One of the top right fielders in all of Major League Baseball, and you don't mess with his arm. The guy can, you could hit a ball to right field. It bounces off the wall. You think you're getting a double. He freaking throws you out. If that was anybody else, it would be a double. But with Aaron Judge, nope. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good. It was a sneaky trade for sure. None of us fans expected Devin Williams to the Yankees. I didn't see that one coming, but that was smart. Prediction for Belly 280, 28 home runs. I like that prediction. That's a good prediction. As of right now, yeah. Dominguez in left field, Bellinger in center, Judge at right. So as of right now, that is your outfield for the New York Yankees. Cody should just flat out saying he will wear 35 already. What up, Eddie? Anthony, first base. That's the next move for the Yankees is first base. Dude, it's so accurate. It's like bullseye. Straight up just bullseye. Start doing game predict. Oh, you're talking about for the pre-games? Man, let me tell you, I'm looking forward to the pre-games. I really am. I'm looking forward to the pre-games. You feel the Yankees dodged a big bullet and we're getting much better than last season? Are you saying a big bullet as in not signing Soto back? I wouldn't be surprised if Bellinger ends up with 30 home runs there at Yankee Stadium. Yeah, definitely. I mean, lefty bat, right field porch. I mean, it's there for him. Yeah, if Bellinger can stay healthy, that's going to be the big factor there. They're working on it. I don't know. First base, they've been linked and have talked to a lot of names. So, do they sign a first baseman? Do they trade for a first baseman? We don't know. His defense is good. Bellinger's defense is good. So, yeah, you're excited about the team again finally? Yeah, for sure, man. No, I'm excited about this team. I really am. I like the moves that they have made so far. And I hope they continue making moves like this. I think they will. They're not done. They're not done. Walker Buehler, I agree. That's a guy I wouldn't mind the Yankees signing. Is projecting Walker to get 3 years, $72 million. So 3 years, $72 million. Yeah, that's $24 million. Would you be willing to pay that for Walker? I wouldn't. If you go 72 for 4 years, that takes him down to 18 million. But do you want to give him 4 years? I mean, that's what you have to figure out. Oh, shut up, Mr. Controversy. I'm not giving up that couch for no one. Not even Steve Cohen could afford it. It's $1 trillion, and I know he ain't got that. Yeah, for the roll call, they might say Bellinger, or they might say Cody. We'll see. Yeah, Christopher, I think we're going to be fine. The Yankees again are, so far they've made some good moves. Yeah, I'm not concerned. But the work is not done. The work is not done. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine at center field. He'll be fine. Yeah, well, they gave him 6 years because to lower his AAV. That's why. Sean Manaea. It's possible, but yeah, then that's another lefty in their starting rotation, and besides, he does come with a QO, so that's another thing to think about. Mr. Controversy, it feels so empty without me. Oh man, what's up, Jack? Bueller. I have to go, but it's always nice coming in here. Nothing but good energy and laughter. I'll be back when the Yankees sign and trade another piece. Have a good day, D's channel. It's always good to see you in here. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, referee, what is going on? What's up? Have a good night there, D's channel. Bueller or Flaherty. Like I said, I'll take either one of them. I'd rather get Flaherty, but if they got Bueller, I'm down. Oh, and referee gifting a Strike Zone membership. Appreciate you, referee. My man. Thank you so much. Referee, you are the man. He's been a big supporter of this channel, one of the biggest supporters of this channel. So thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to see who got that gift. And Razil is the recipient of that gift. Razil, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but you did receive a membership, got gifted a membership by referee. Thank you again, man. I love to see the reaction. Oh, man. I think he's going to embrace it, honestly. Why not give your prospects a chance for first and second? We gotta go experience, man. You know, for first base, they don't really have anybody for prospects. I mean, yeah, they got TJ Rumfield, but I don't know that the Yankees feel like he's ready. They tried Ben Rice, but he's, I think he needs to develop more. Second base, as of right now, there really isn't anybody at the moment in terms of prospects. For sure, man. Thank you. Yeah, Devin Williams is going to have to shave the beard. He hasn't shaved his beard in like 6 years, he said. It's probably going to be a weird feeling for him. I'll check it out there. It's not about trusting your prospects. I want the prospects to get a chance, but I also want them to develop. Again, Ben Rice came up. He had, he had his moments. He did great, but then he started to falter. He needed to get sent back. He had an opportunity, but you got to let these guys develop. You have to let these guys develop. You have to give them time. You could give your prospects chances, but the problem is, and especially amongst Yankees fans, I love you Yankees fans, but the thing is, when these prospects don't play well for the Yankees, it's immediately, well, this guy's a wash, or send him back down. They're not the real deal. Like, you got to let these guys develop. Caleb Durbin could have been that guy that they could have started for second base, but he got traded. Don't tell me what to do. You crazy. Well, it's not that we're hardcore with our prospects. I mean, the Yankees fans are hardcore just in general. They're hardcore with everybody. If you don't play well or perform well, Yankees fans they're going to boo you, and they're going to let it be known. So, there's you got to be. I mean, with prospects, you got to be patient with them. So, but again, for first base and second base, I think they're second base, I could see them maybe having I could see them maybe having one of their prospects compete for it. That's a possibility. First base, though, they need to get somebody in a trade or sign a free agent. That's going to be good defensively. Yeah, I mean, changing the shave policy, man. Listen, I would welcome it, right? It's like, okay, if you're gonna have a beard, just make sure it's nice and presentable, right? I think that would be fine. I mean, the long hair, I don't know. So maybe one day they'll change it, but as of right now, I mean, they have it. So Yeah, I mean, Hill is no Skeens, but Volpe is no Bobby Witt Jr. But they were also, they were comparing Bobby, or not Bobby, but Anthony Volpe to Derek Jeter. It's like, Christopher, I do like Christian Walker, but I don't know if that's a guy that I would want because of he's looking for 4 years, and then he comes with a qualifying offer. So I don't know if I want that. I would look into Yandy Diaz for first base with the Rays. Try to trade for him maybe, or even Nathaniel Lowe, which a lot of fans have been talking about. Brendan Rodgers, he's a second baseman if I'm not mistaken, right? Everybody's going with individual stats to win a championship. You need all the guys in that lineup, so let's stop thinking about individual. I mean, the whole team needs to play as one unit. This is very true. This is very true. Yeah, not every prospect is a superstar. I mean, yeah, you cannot expect all prospects to be these like big time superstars. They're going to be average to above average. Yeah. I mean, and you're going to have those rare gems. I got told my beard had to go. No, your beard doesn't have to go. I mean, if you're playing for the Yankees, then it will. I don't know if they're looking to trade Yandy Diaz. Maybe. Yeah, Lowe's cool. Nathaniel Lowe, right? Will Boone be on a short leash? I mean, look, they're getting him the right pieces. He is in his final year of his contract. They haven't talked an extension with him. In my opinion, I think they should wait to see how 2025 plays out. Then, depending on how 2025 plays out, then do you consider, all right, should we move on from this guy, or do we continue with him? Again, but it's all contingent on what happens in the 2025 season. The Yankees are getting him some pieces. So we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, and the Yankees are looking into Roki. I don't know if they'll sign him, but I could, if I'm being honest, I could see him going to the Padres, maybe even the Dodgers. I mean, don't be surprised. I don't think the Dodgers are necessarily done. I know the Dodgers have been quiet. I'm surprised they haven't reached a deal with Teoscar Hernandez yet. So let me get this light real quick. It's getting dark where I am right now. So yeah, I get that, Christopher, but I think it's going to be contingent on how the 2025 season plays out. I really do. I think it's going to be contingent on that. So Bregman and Walker this offseason is an A+. However, knowing how operates doubt is going to happen. Yeah, I don't think Bregman's going to happen. I see Walker more than I do Bregman. I think Bregman goes elsewhere. Bregman could go to the Tigers maybe, since AJ Hinch is over there, and he did play for AJ Hinch for a while there. Suzuki can play third. Is that the guy from the Cubs? Just remember, the 96 Yankees are not one superstar, but yeah. I'd rather have like 9 really solid players in the lineup than to have, like one superstar and the rest of the lineup being average. Like I want like 9 really productive players in the lineup. We can't move on from Boone or Cashman. Nobody out there. I mean, that's the thing. It's, and this is a question, Frank. Hopefully you're doing well. I've asked this question many times. If you move on from Boone, who replaces him? Cashman. I know they have somebody potentially in mind to take his place. I think Cashman still is still going to be in the Yankees organization. He'll just be in a different role. Yeah, I'm not for Alex Bregman. If the Yankees ended up getting him, I mean, all right, I'll root for him. I want him to play well, but yeah, I don't want him. And again, I don't think the Yankees are gonna sign him though. Not for $200 million. CT move Belly to first and French. Oh, nah, we're not going. Nope. We're not going that route. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather have players that want to be here. Yeah, I mean, so far Cashman's done a really good job. Cashman's done a really good job. I mean, he's done a really good job this offseason. So there's a lot of fans that were having their doubts, but he's been creative so far. Walker's a free agent. They could sign him back. That was a problem with the Yankees of 24, 2 superstars and the rest. Yeah, I mean, well, the 24 Yankees was the 24 Yankees was good. I mean, they were better than 23. I mean, they got to the World Series. I mean, did that happen just by fluke? Did they get lucky? I don't think it was a fluke. So great moves by the Yankees. We should get a short-term first baseman this year. Next year, I want one of two things: Tucker and move Belly to first, or keep Bellinger and sign Vlad. Yeah, I mean, if they are going to go first base, I wouldn't mind them going just for like a 1-year rental. I mean, and yeah, getting Kyle Tucker next year. If Kyle Tucker does in fact test the free agent market, which I think he will. I know he said he was open to an extension, but I think ultimately he's going to test the free agent market. But yeah, they could get Kyle Tucker, and then you can move Bellinger to first, or keep Bellinger and sign Vlad. I don't know that the Yankees signed Vlad and Tucker though. I don't know about signing them both. And if I had to pick out of the two, I'd rather get Tucker. Me, Shift, and River Ave should go live together soon. Yeah, I'll have to talk to Jason and Joe and see if they wanna do a live stream together. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I've jumped on a live stream with those two guys before. I've had Joe jump on here a couple of times before as well. I would love to get him back on here. I feel like we're long overdue. You think your division? No. The AL East is always a threat. The AL East is always a threat. Rodney, shut up. But yeah, the AL East is always a threat. You never doubt the American League East ever. Even the Mets announcers don't want Bregman. Well, it sucks to be him. He's Dominican. But don't start on there, Mr. Controversy. I would have rather attempted to give up some prospects and asked him for Tucker. We pretty much sold. Yeah, I mean, the Bellinger was a steal, but that's because they were trying to shed his salary. That contract for the Cubs was bad. They got ripped off. AL East, yeah. The AL East is never a joke. I mean, I would have given up some prospects to get Kyle Tucker too, but screw it. You know, if he does become a free agent, which I still think he will, the Yankees should absolutely go after him, and I think they will. And I don't think he's going to cost $700 million. So, just waiting to see if there's just kind of checking X right now just to see if there's any other announcements that are going to happen or any other announcements that is going to happen. I mean, well, John Heyman put out this tweet about 15 minutes ago. He said Blue Jays were also interested in Bellinger. That helped Cubs do the deal they wanted, sending just $5 million to the Yanks to offset 52.5 owed. Yep. Whatever you say there, Mr. Controversy. Who's the opening day first baseman? That's a question mark. Yankees are looking to sign a first baseman, according to Nightingale and Bowden. There's been a few names mentioned: Goldschmidt, Alonso, Christian Walker. So, I mean, he hasn't announced his retirement from Major League Baseball. His time with the Yankees is over. We could say we could say goodbye to that. He ain't coming back. Christopher, it doesn't matter. The AL East is always a threat. All those teams, when they play against the Yankees, it's never an easy game. Those games are never easy. It's never those games. AL East games are never easy. Yep, Cashman doing Cashman things. There you go. Cashman being creative. 60 likes. Nice. It's a good question. And Rodney's going to hate me for this one, but I really don't care what Mr. Controversy has to say. But I think Tucker will probably get more money. I think Tucker's contract will, be in the high 400s, low to mid 500s, and then Vlad Jr. he turned down 344 million, so you better believe his contract is going to be in the 400s, 500s too. I don't think either one of their contracts are going to hit 600. Well, here's a trivia question for all of you. How many father and son duos did the Yankees have throughout the years? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mr. Controversy is just mad because he can't have my couch. Ha ha. Jack is saying too. Time to go out to dinners. All right, man. Have a good night there. Thanks for checking in. Thank you again for gifting the membership. Bellinger's now. Yogi and Daleboro was 1. I mean, the answer to Joe's trivia question here, how many duos? I'm going to say 4. Is the answer 4? As of right now, the rotation is as stands. So, it's Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, Clark Schmidt, Luis Hill. So that's your rotation unless they make some changes. Yeah, Vlad ain't helping you out with nothing. Yeah, Cody's dad played for the Yankees back in the day. Clay Bellinger. I have never. Oh, okay. I thought they might have. Yeah, he would. Whoa, I was actually right. 4? That was a wild guess. Cool. Do I get like some sort of prize or something? I mean, that'd be pretty awesome. Just kidding. 4. Okay, I didn't know that. Interesting. Well, even if I was wrong, the couch is being kept, so nobody's taking my couch. Oh, I will get an Italian feast. I like that. That would be pretty awesome. I'm definitely keeping a couch there, Ronnie. Nah, Clay Bellinger was an infielder. But yes, indeed. Yeah, he was an infielder there, D-Rod. You are correct. Mark Feinstein is saying MLB tonight that this is not a no, it's definitely not. It's definitely not a finished product. There's more moves to be made. There's more moves that are going to be made, no doubt. But let's see. Let's see if other news comes out tonight. Maybe we'll hear some more things tomorrow. I mean, we're 8 days away from Christmas. Maybe they'll get some more moves done before Christmas. Well, it's still a step in the right direction. At least we know the Yankees are not playing around. They're making moves, as far as I'm concerned. So, but we'll see what happens. But folks, I am going to shut it down here. I do greatly appreciate everybody tuning in, though. I have gone over 2 hours. So, once again, the Yankees got Cody Bellinger in a trade. That's the big news today. Let's see what other moves go down with the Yankees. Let's see what other moves go down with other teams. There's still a lot of free agents available. So, never know when the next move is going to be and what team is going to strike next. So, let's see what happens, folks. But again, folks, thank you all for coming on. I do greatly appreciate it. Make sure you all hit that like button on the way out if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. Have a good night.